Hello and welcome to another update. In this one we'll be covering shortly with no analysis. Starting out in the Zaporizhzhia front, it seems that I had previously mapped the front wrongly, as Depova is under Ukrainian control and currently the Russians are fighting for it, not for Mali Sherbeki or Sherbeki. As for the east of Orehiv, the fighting is continuing direction of Melatuchmeka. And that's it for the Zaporizhzhia front. In the Donetsk front itself, we see that fighting has reached Novosilka, which is the west to Velika Novosilka. And from this, we can see that they're just doing general probing attacks in this area to make sure that the Ukrainian forces are still there and not being repositioned elsewhere. And to make sure that the Ukrainians do not send reinforcements elsewhere, as they are signifying that the Russian forces are still there. As for the Marinka and Pobieda area, the fighting continues. According to the latest War Gonzo report, the Russian forces are pushing the Ukrainian forces to the western outskirts of the city, which indicates that they are trying to clear out the city and push Ukrainians away to completely take control of the city. And fighting continues in the area of Vodiane. As for the south of Bakhmut, there has been a significant changes by the Klishivka area. After the capture of the settlements, the fighting has reached the northern area around the trench network to the north, and the Russian forces are also attacking the Ukrainian forces who have left the city. At the same time, there are reports that the Wagner PMC has reached Ivanivske. However, this isn't directly from Klishivka, this is either from the north or from the west, considering that Wagner has released a map where they show that this area here has been captured by the Russian forces, which indicates that they may have attacked Ivanivske from this forested area and they have presence within this forested area. At the same time, we see reports of fighting in the direction of Dilivka as well as Bilogora, which indicates that they are fighting westwards towards Konstantinivka as well. With this, we can see that the Russian forces are trying to completely cut off this whole road instead of just parts of it, to make sure that no supplies comes into Bakhmut from the south at all. At the same time, fighting continues to the east of Bakhmut, which is just a diversion for the Ukrainian forces who are still defending this eastern part. So the Russian forces are trying to keep them there so that they can encircle the city. There's no reason for them to fight within the east without it being a diversion, unless they are planning to completely take the city block by block. But it's clear by the movements to the north and to the south that they are trying to encircle the city. Then to the north of Bakhmut, we see that Paraskovivka, Krasnogora and Blagodetne fighting is ongoing as the Russian forces continue their attempts to taking these villages. And the Russian forces are continuing in their attacks in the direction of Roslivka and Krasnopolivka, of which there is video evidence of fighting ongoing in Krasnopolivka. We can see here that a Ukrainian video has uploaded artillery shelling of Russian forces. We can see here there are two soldiers standing there, and the artillery hits a little further to the south. However, something to notice about artillery shells is that it isn't the impact itself that is damaging. It is the fact that the shell itself explodes and then shrapnel flies everywhere in all directions. And then it's the shrapnel that damages you, that hurts you. So keep that in mind. When it hits further away, it may still have hit you. Most likely the Russian forces have dropped to the ground, and that is because they know that the shrapnel is going to fly at you. And if the shrapnel flies at you, then if you're laying down on the ground, you avoid as much as possible. With your helmet protecting your head, you shouldn't be damaged on your head or your neck. So you keep your hands by your neck, and then you lay down on the floor like that. And most likely, if you get hit, you'll be hit in the back or on your legs. So you will most likely not be life-threatening. And you can watch the rest of the video if you want on my Telegram channel. The link is the second one, 606, and it is forwarded by Zodiac Mapping. Then we see fighting in the Verkhnoukamyansk and Bilohorivka areas to the east of Siversk as the Russian forces continue their attempts at attacking these villages. And in the Luhansk section itself, there is fighting to the west of Kreminna as the Russian forces are attempting to expand their zone of control to the west, this time further south in the direction of Sydlivka towards Sterny. And in the northern part of Luhansk, the Ukrainian forces have successfully taken Novosilivske And the Russian forces now trying to counterattack in this area, so they are both attacking by Kuzimivka and Novoselivsk. And to the northern edge of Luhansk, we see that the Russian forces are attempting to attack in the area of Zaporizhzhia as well as south of Pershutravneve. And that's all for this update. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for watching and have a great day.